Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel SK Tech. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the concept called interface. So let's see what are the topics that we are going to cover. So we are going to cover like what are the interface, uses of interface, relationship between class and interface, and some examples. So let's begin. So first of all, what is interface? So interface is actually a fully abstract class. We have already seen what is the abstract class in our previous video. So abstract class basically can contain the abstract method and non-abstract method. But in case of interface, it can contain only the group of abstract method, means method without a body. So basically we use the keyword called interface to create any interface. So something like this. So let's say we have an interface language. So here we will use the interface keyword and then language. Inside this interface will have only abstract methods. So let's say get type and get version. So here we have declared the signature of the methods but without any implementation. So this is the basic implementation of the interface, and interface is also has a is a relationship. Basically why it is having is a relationship? So wherever is having parent child relationship, which it will represent like a is a relationship. So let's see some syntaxes and what are the things that we can declare inside the interface. So one thing is like it will contain purely abstract method, that means method without body. We can declare the constant fields and something like by default. So basically by default means like all fields are public, static and final by default. So what are the fields that you are going to define? Anyway we can define only the constant field. If you are not applying like public, static and final, by default Java is going to put before that variable, before this method, these three constant like public, static and final. Okay, we will see. So let's see some of the use cases where we can use the interface. So first use case is like we can use the interface to achieve total abstraction. Total abstraction means interface can contain only the purely abstract method, means method without body. So if we have an interface, we have list of methods. So without knowing the implementation of the methods, we just provide only the signature. So for that we can achieve total abstraction. Another uses of the interface is like, since Java does not support multiple inheritance in case of the classes, because one class cannot extend the multiple classes because of the ambiguity problem. That's what we have seen in case of the inheritance concept, right? But by using the interface, we can achieve the multiple inheritance. Since interface can contain only the signature, even we are implementing multiple interface, it does not matter which of the method is going to use inside the class, because from both the interfaces it is going to be empty method, right, without any implementation. So there will be no chance for ambiguity. This is the concept till the Java 7, but in Java 8 interface can contain, apart from the abstract method, there can be contain multiple things that we will discuss in Java 8 concept. Next uses of the interface is like any class can extend only one class. That we have seen, one class cannot extend more than one class. But in case of the interface can implement an infinite number of interface. So there is no limitation for implementing any number of the interfaces. Next uses of interface is like it is also used to achieve the loose coupling. So loose coupling in the sense interface can contain only abstract method, and what are the implementation of that method is going to be defined or going to be implemented inside the subclass. So any changes in the implementation is not going to impact the signature of the methods, right? That's why both the methods available in interface is going to be completely loose coupled from its implementation. So later point of time, let's say someone is changing the implementation of the methods available in interface inside the class, it is not going to reflect or impact inside the signature. So that's why using the interface we can achieve the loose coupling, and then interface are used to implement the abstraction, something like first point. So these are the some uses of the interface. Now let's see some of the important questions. So question arise here like, why interface? Why to use the interface when we have already the abstract classes? So some of the use cases that we have already seen, why we need to use the interface when we want to achieve the complete abstraction. So one reason is like abstract classes can contain the non-final variable also, but in case of the interface, all the variable in the sense it can be only constant variable, and that constant variable by default are final, public and static. We cannot define the non-final or non-public or non-static variable inside the interface till the Java 7. And another uses of interface, like why we have used the interface, we have seen like abstract is a class means one class can extend the only one class, right? But in case of interface, we can implement multiple interfaces. There is no limit. There are lots of difference between the interface and abstract class that we will see later point of time in this video. Now let's see some of the example. Like let's say we have a requirement to design the vehicle. If we are using the interface, so instead of implementing the functionality, we can design like blueprint in the sense we just define the structure, not going to implement the logic. So something like this, we can create vehicle interface, and then here we can define the functionality. What are the functionality is going to be for the vehicle? Let's say one functionality is like change gear. So how the change gear is going to be implemented, that we are not going to worry. So that is the one advantage. Without worrying of the implementation, we can use the interface and we can implement the list of the functionality. Because let's say this another methods like speed up or apply brake, this all methods implementation can be differ for different types of the vehicle, right? For bike it can be have different type, for scooter it can have a different type. So using the interface we can achieve complete abstraction, means just we can define the signature of the method. The implementation can be different, that can be implemented by your subclasses or classes who is going to implement this vehicle interface. So something like this. Let's say bicycle. So let's say bicycle is implementing the vehicle class. He can define their own implementation of the gears, speed up functionality, and also apply brake. How the apply brake is going to work for the vehicle class. Similar to that, let's say some other vehicle is coming like bike. So bike can have a different logic for changing the gear or speeding up the functionality or apply the brakes. So it's a responsibility of the subclasses. They can just implement the functionality of this vehicle interface and apply their own logic. And this is the main method how we can call it. So very simple, just need to create the object of the vehicle class or object of the bike class and call this functionality and provide different value, and according to the implementation of this bike or the bicycle, it is going to behave. Now next thing that we want to discuss here is like relationship between class and interface. So we have already seen like if we want to use any other classes inside the some classes, we will use the extend keywords. That is what we have seen in the inheritance concept also. But in case of interface, there is a new keyword called implements. Using this implements keyword, we will use this interface. And if both are interface, then we can use the extend keyword similar to the class. So these are the basics relationship between this in terms of the keyword to use. Now let's see what are the differences, like what are the things that we can define inside the interface and what are the things that we can define inside the class, and how it is differ from the interface. So in case of the class, you can initiate the variable and you can create the object. But in case of the interface, you cannot instantiate the variable and create the object, because interface can contain only the pure abstract method. It does not have any implementation. So Java does not allow to create the instance of the variable. Next difference is like class can contain the concrete in the sense method with the implementation, but in interface we can create the method that is having pure abstract method without its implementation. Next difference is like in terms of the access specifier. So inside the class, access specifier used with the classes are private, protected and public. But in case of interface, we have already seen all the methods or variable can only have one specifier, that is public. So these are some of the basic difference between the class and interface. Now let's move ahead and see what are the advantages of the interface. Couple of the advantages that we have already seen, like without worrying about the implementation part, we can achieve the security of the implementation, because inside the interface is going to be method with the without having the its implementation. So there is no issue with the security of the method available inside the interface. Next major advantage of interface is like in Java multiple inheritance are not allowed. However, you can use the interface to make use of it, as you can implement more than one interface. Now let's see how we can achieve the multiple inheritance in Java using the interface. So something like this. So let's say we have a two class. So just forget about the name, but let's say we have a two class, and if we are using the extend keyword, if we are extending multiple classes, which is anyway it is not allowed because of the ambiguity problem. So if interface class 1 is containing method 1 with the implementation, and class 2 also containing method with same method m1 with the implementation. So if both the classes is extended inside the class, so what will happen, Java will confuse, it will not able to recognize which of the m1 method is required to be provided here, and because of this Java does not support the multiple inheritance using the class. But in case of the interface since contains only abstract method, means method without implementation, if it is having inside the interface 1 it is having m1 method, and inside the interface 2 it is having m1 method, and using the implements Java want to identify which of the m1 methods to be available inside the class. It will be very easy, it can provide any of the method because both the method are having only signature, it does not having an implementation. So there will be no ambiguity problem, and because of that using the interface we can achieve the multiple inheritance. So something like this. So let's say one interface which is having one default method. So this default method implementation comes into the Java 8 concept. We can have a default method, and let's say we have defined two more interface. So one interface can extend another interface. That's what we have seen in terms of the relationship. So let's say interface 1 is extending the API, and interface 2 also extending the API. So this same method will be available here also and here also. Since this is the default implementation, so it is not going to change inside here and here. And in case of class, let's say it is implementing this both interfaces, since the same method is available here also with the same implementation, so we can easily create the object of this class and call this show method. So it does not matter which of the method is going to call from the interface 1 or interface 2, it is going to print or it is going to show the same functionality, and because of this default keyword available in Java 8. We will see more in detail in the Java 8 season. So if you run this program, basically it is going to print default API, whatever the statement that we have printed here. So here this is what I was talking about. We will revisit this interface concept in Java 8 and Java 9 season, because in Java 8 interface can contain, apart from the pure abstract method, it can contain static methods and default method, and from Java 9 onward it can contain some static method, private method, and some private static method also. We will see what is the advantage of introducing these features Java 8 and Java 9 session. Okay, so these are some of the basic information about the interface. Now let's see what are the major difference between the interface and abstract class, because we have already seen both interface and abstract class, we can use it and we can achieve the abstraction. So there might be some difference, some of the difference that we have already discussed. Let's see one by one in terms of some behavior. So this is the abstract class and this is the interface. So in terms of the access specifier, basically abstract class can have access modifier, but interface does not have access modifier. Everything defined inside is assumed to be public modifier. Basically if you are in the abstract class, you can define private, protected or public, but inside the interface it will be by default public only. Even if you define public explicitly, that does not matter. Second difference between abstract class and interface is like in terms of constructor. So since abstract is a class, it can contain the constructor, but in case of interface we cannot create any constructor. Next difference in terms of data field. So abstract class can have data fields, but interface cannot have any data field. It can contain only the constant field. Next difference in terms of the data member accessibility. So can have any types of class member, for example public, private and protected, but interface can only have public member by default. That's what we have discussed also. Next difference in terms of the defining field. So user can define both fields and constant, but in case of interface it can define only constant, cannot define fields. Next difference between abstract class and interface in terms of extension limit. So since we have seen abstract is a class, just extend one class on one abstract class at a time, because abstract class we cannot create the object, so it can be extended by some other class, and if that class is also not going to implement all the abstract method available inside the abstract class, so that class can be also defined as abstract. But in case of interface, it can be extend any number of interface, however it can only be extend interface. Next difference between abstract class and interface is like implementation speed. So it is faster than interface, and interface is slower and extra indirection or differentiation is required. Next difference is like instantiation. So abstract class we cannot instantiate it, but it can be invoked if main method is available. But in case of interface, cannot be instantiate as it is absolutely abstract class. So there is no meaning of creating the instance of the interface and using that. But in case of abstract class, if it is having a main method, we can create the object of the abstract class inside the main method and we can use it. Otherwise, it is the responsibility of the subclass to create the object of the subclass and use the method available inside the abstract class. Next difference is like keyword use. So we have already seen, since abstract is a class, we can use the extend keyword to extend the abstract class inside the subclass. But in case of the interface, implements is a keyword which is going to be used by the subclasses to implement the interface. Next difference in terms of the methods. So since abstract can contain the abstract method and also the non-abstract method, but in case of the interface, till the Java 7, interface can contain only the abstract method, but Java 8 and Java 9 have provided some more functionality, like can contain the static method, default method, private static method. That's what we have seen in the note section that we will be discussing in the Java 8 session. Next difference is like using the abstract class we cannot implement the multiple inheritance, but using the interface we can implement the multiple inheritance. Next difference between abstract class and interface is like structure. So abstract class can contain abstract method only, but interface can contain abstract method and concrete method. So concrete method that we have seen is going to be implemented Java 8 or Java 9. Next difference in terms of the variable type. So abstract class can contain final, non-final, static and non-static variable. But in case of interface, all the variable by default will have final and static variable, because we can define only the constant field. And the last difference between the abstract class and interface is like when it should be used. So in case of abstract class, we use when several implementation of same type share common behavior, and additionally we use it if you require a base class. But in case of the interface, best use when various implementations share only method signature, not the implementation. So and also a good choice when your classes need additional behavior or dependency injection. So these are a couple of the difference between the interface and abstract class. So that's all for today's video. In next upcoming video, we are going to discuss another important topic of the OOPS concept. So stay tuned. We'll meet you soon. Thank you.